In this module, we're focusing on understanding critical vulnerabilities, specifically exploring CVE 2024-29847. This vulnerability involves the deserialization of untrusted data in Ivanti Endpoint Manager, which can potentially lead to remote code execution, or RCE. It's been rated critical by multiple security advisors due to its severe impact. It affects versions of Ivanti Endpoint Manager prior to the 2022 SU6 and the EPM 2024. Throughout this session, we'll be exploring various exploitation techniques and discussing strategies to mitigate this vulnerability. This slide focuses on the technical details of CVE 2024-29847, a vulnerability present in the agent portal of Ivanti Endpoint Manager. The issue arises from the deserialization of untrusted data, which can lead to remote code execution. This vulnerability is particularly concerning as it leverages weaknesses within the Microsoft .NET remoting framework. A significant factor in its exploitability is the absence of robust input validation, making it a simple target for attackers to exploit and gain unauthorized access. Understanding these aspects helps in formulating effective defenses and responding to potential exploits. Now let's discuss the affected products and the impact scope of this vulnerability. The vulnerability impacts Ivanti Endpoint Manager versions prior to 2022 SU6 and the 2024 versions released before the September updates. The primary risk associated with this vulnerability is that it allows attackers to execute code without needing authentication, significantly increasing the potential for unauthorized access. This makes it imperative for organizations using these specific versions to apply the necessary security patches to mitigate potential threats. The slide we see here illustrates a real-world exploitation scenario related to the vulnerability in Ivanti Endpoint Manager. The example demonstrates how an attacker can craft malicious serialized objects and inject them into Agent Portal, which then leads to arbitrary code execution. Highlighting the gravity of the situation, the exploit code for this vulnerability is publicly available, significantly increasing the risk of potential attacks. An example from HackerOne is shown, where a specific command, CVE 2024-29847.exe, is used to execute this exploit by connecting to a remote attacker's system. This example underscores the importance of understanding how these attacks are constructed and executed, which is vital for protecting systems against such vulnerabilities. This slide focuses on how to mitigate potential threats and vulnerabilities within the context of the exploitation example we've defined. Firstly, to patch and protect the system, it's recommended to apply Ivanti patches specifically for versions 2022 SU6 and EPM 2024. If feasible, removing or disabling the vulnerable components is a prudent step. Additionally, it's important to consistently update security tools and carry out regular assessments to ensure ongoing protection. From a security best practices standpoint, restricting access to affected systems is vital. Implementing robust network segmentation and monitoring can help in isolating potential threats. Additionally, deploying security tools to detect any abnormal activities within the agent portal ensures that any immediate threats can be quickly identified and addressed. These strategies form a comprehensive approach to safeguarding against exploitation risks. Let's discuss the real-world impact and defense strategies against corporate breaches. Unpatched systems can provide attackers with entry points, resulting in potential breaches and the loss of sensitive data. To combat these threats, it's important to have continuous monitoring and an incident response plan in place. Regular vulnerability assessments, along with penetration testing, play a vital role in identifying and addressing potential security gaps. By staying vigilant and proactive, organizations can better defend against these evolving threats and protect their valuable information. For those looking to deepen their understanding of CVE 2024-29847 and its implications, this slide provides valuable references and resources for further study. Key references include detailed information from the National Vulnerability Database regarding CVE 2024-29847, an essential Ivanti security advisory, and an overview by the Zero Day Initiative. To supplement this, Ivanti's official security bulletin offers structured guidance on handling the vulnerability, while an in-depth analysis by researchers on GitHub gives a thorough exploration of the topic. These resources are invaluable for anyone seeking comprehensive insights into the vulnerability and how to effectively respond to it. In this conclusion slide, we will recap the key points from our discussion on CVE 2024-29847. This vulnerability poses significant risks, mainly due to its potential for remote code execution, which could be exploited by malicious actors. To address these risks, it's imperative that organizations apply patches and immediate mitigations to protect their systems effectively. Building awareness and maintaining proactive defense strategies are essential components of safeguarding against such threats. As we look ahead, it's important to ensure that all systems are kept updated and secure. Additionally, engaging in ongoing security education and awareness programs will further bolster your defense capabilities.